Hi, and good morning, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy morning to join me. I really do appreciate it. I hope that you guys are doing fantastic. One of the things that I do, right? I don't do very many things. Like a small Volkswagen of, clowns. Only it's not like the joke and, 30 pop out. It's just sort of like me. And there's really not too much at all to be excited about, in that terrible analogy. Although I can tell you guys this much. I love improv and I like motivational speaking. Positive affirmations, good words, good vibes, whatever it is. Put the fries in the bag, Albert. I did again bring that up because it means just to focus, and so I'm gonna focus and put the fries in the bag. I don't know why I keep doing that. There's been too many times in my life where I've literally had to put fries in bags. So, I'm not hating and I'm not above anybody. There's a good chance that I've put fries in your bag, good sir. Anyways, that's how many fries I've put in bags. Jesus Christ. I want to talk about how life should be treated on the daily like you just got out of the best relationship in your life and you're super heartbroken about it. All right, so here's the thing. I like motivational speaking. I like improv. I like to smash the two together, see what comes out. I promise I'm not trying to look like a 10-year-old boy with a 90-year-old face. It's just kind of what happens in the whole mix of things. And I'm working with it, and I'm all right with that. Just because if I wasn't, I guess I'd be a pretty sad guy. Can't imagine that. But to get with this motivational speech, let's talk about how, again, you should literally, like, are you with somebody right now? Do you love them? Do you love them? Is that your boo? Is that your baby? Yeah, how are you feeling about your baby? Isn't it weird that we call our significant others, like, baby? Like, I don't know why I'm saying it like that. I just like saying it, baby. Anyways, I want you to picture this, right? Like, you love this person, right? You're with them. You've gone through it all. You feel me? Like, through the thick and the thin. You've not been chasing waterfalls. You've been focused. You've been putting your fries in the bag, both of you guys. And as a result of this, just for whatever reason, today is the day and you no longer have that person. Don't just follow me here, okay? Because I think I'm going somewhere with this. I hope that I'm going somewhere with this. Again, you guys do realize that as an improv and or an impromptu entertainer, I kind of am throwing my chances into the wind and hoping for the best. So let's keep going with that. Now it ends, all right? Today, just right after this video, your man, your woman, your neutral sexual identifying partner, they're like, it's over. And you're sad, okay? So put yourself in that mind frame. And I don't mean to, go into dark places. I'm just saying, let's see what we can do with this. So let's pretend that you're not with them anymore. They broke up with you, you're brokenhearted. They've moved on. There's no chance for reconciliation. They're engaged. You feel me? They've been making these moves like for a long time. And so typically, and I say this because it's almost like some Darth Sidious type vibes. Like, you gotta channel, you gotta like remember what that feels like, okay? And let that be your driving force to get you, that much more appreciative towards the things that you have. Because that when you don't have them, it's an awful feeling, right? So you may be taking things for granted now, your baby, your boo, your number one, like you may not be like appreciating them for all that they do and all that they are. And I encourage you strongly to use this analogy again. So it's sort of like use that so that you don't lose what you have. You know what I mean? That's all that I'm saying, right? Because we're not dumb. And moreover, I feel like it's often undersold because I'm still a 22-year-old young American little boy here, I guess, in my mind. Although, again, remember, with the face of a 90-year-old man. And I often think to myself, like, what's going to be the outcome if I just stay positive? And not gonna lie, kind of forgot what I was talking about there. It happens. I just know that right now we're doing a motivational speech and we're talking about. Did I mention quick little side quest? I've probably taken like three very high dosage THC gummies this morning. Shout out to all the people who make THC gummies. Anyways, and who make them strong, because the weak ones, my roommate and I have determined, are completely just they're bunk. You know, it's the only word I can think of that. But again, you gotta appreciate the things that you have. And I do remember what we're talking about now, more or less. I'll act like I do anyway. Anyways, when you lose somebody, it sucks. And you start playing breakup music and you start, sort of feeling like you're unstoppable, you know? I mean, again, take this from somebody who's learned the hard way. I'm that guy who stays in relationships for far too long, right? I mean, in that, like, I'm the simp, right? Who's like in the bedroom next over while the girl is bumping Demi Lovato, I'm gonna be all right on my own or whatever. I'm just saying that, like, that kind of thinking, of course women are the best at it. I'm just saying that, take it from me, when you start to channel that kind of energy, you can get pretty far. You feel me? And I guess in a handful of these women cases that I've experienced in my own life, you can just start while you're in the relationship. What's weird is that I kind of did do that myself recently, a couple years back when I was in that worst relationship I've ever been in, kind of a thing. I had broke up with her and I was gone for a while, and when I had come back, it was interesting because I was still, again, channeling that energy, right? Like, I just lost this woman, I'm all sad, you feel me? But, like, I'm putting fries in bags in my own personal life. I'm trying to rebuild that, and so while I'm still picking her up and still in that frame of mind, I'm like listening to Chase Morgan or Morgan Wallen or whatever. I'm chasing whiskey or something. I just have this distinct memory of picking her up and I'm like jamming this really like hardcore breakup song, and like it was just interesting, right? But all that I'm saying is that that's kind of like the opposite of what I'm trying to tell you guys, at least from learning vicariously through my own failed attempts at relationships and all the other cool things that is so gossipy in life, right? What you think I didn't know? You think I didn't know? Anyways, I'm just saying that you really got to understand that that kind of energy is good and it could do you well in that current relationship. And that's what I'm saying. Let's pull it all full circle, okay? Because I don't want you not to have your boo. I don't want you not to have your baby. I'm just saying that, you need to appreciate them. Give them a kiss, hug them. How many times do people, like, not even kiss or hug each other? I'm a single guy over here looking for someone to kiss, and you guys out there that are all paired up don't even want to, like, show any kind of PDA, you feel me? Like, live it up, make out in the grocery aisle. I don't care, don't get all crazy with it. I'm just saying, yeah, because you know that when you lose that person, everything changes, and you know how it changes. So why not act as if it's changed without it changing so that it doesn't change? That's all that I'm saying. Anyways, I hope that you guys are really, really well. I'm going to get out of character. Hey, all right. I really appreciate you guys. There's so many new people to this channel. There's so many new subscribers. You guys are awesome, by the way. I'm here to entertain you. I appreciate the love, the thumbs up. You understand what I'm saying. This is like watching TV in the 90s. You feel me? Only it's a little more interactive. Almost kind of like fourth wall breaking. 2025, 30-year-old technology. Here's your boy on YouTube. Just doing my thing in my room. But I think that you guys are incredible, honestly. And I do this show not because I want, to like generate conversation and stuff like amongst y'all in the comment section and stuff. This is more of just a strictly selfish kind of endeavor. And again, thinking back to that old school 90s television sort of analogy, I'm just here to entertain you, right? I might be breaking that fourth wall. Look, I'm looking right in the camera the entire time. I don't know what that is. I'm just saying that this is what I'm doing. You feel me? You guys can, let me be on camera, right? Right? I mean, Jesus Christ. You guys want to make your own videos, talk about your own stuff? I encourage that, you know? We're all entirely capable of doing it, you know? That's the whole thing, which is why I'm not sure sometimes it takes my low intellect self to you know, get the motivation and energy that it requires to do them. You know, I feel you. I'm just saying, like, I deal with the struggle every single day. I have like at least 6 hours of solid work ahead of me, and you think I'm looking forward to that? Absolutely not. You know, I'm just trying to keep it real, and that's how it is. Yesterday was a really good day, for the record. I got to hang out with some really awesome coworkers again, and be a part of something that, you know, is just, it's so awesome. Again, like, I got nothing but good things to say about you know, my current situation so far as employment goes and everything, and again, good stuff, you know? So, I mean, what's a guy to do? You feel me? I'm gonna make a video about being happy and stay good and positive, and we've not talked about anything at all that is remotely like bad, you know, in and of itself. We haven't brought up any political topics today. We haven't. And again, I hope that you guys like these videos just as much, or you're able to bear with them just as much as you guys like all the serious stuff, right? Because again, I like talking about the serious stuff. You feel me? I mean, I'm not afraid to talk about it. Let's talk about it. It's just, I also, you know, like to be a normal human being, in that I think the standard for normal is wanting to, you know, not blanket yourself with an ignorance is bliss kind of an attitude, but sort of make fun of the ignorance is a bliss attitude, all while trying to maintain some sort of sanity as it concerns being able to actually and thoroughly and genuinely enjoy yourself and, you know, the time that you have and whatever it is that you're doing, and not making every second of every day miserable. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's this whole thing, right? Like, again, and I understand it, and I appreciate all of you for watching my videos, for putting up with me, you know, for tuning in every day. I see it, and I really appreciate it. Again, I spend the majority of my day, when I'm not doing other stuff, watching YouTube, supporting other creators, hitting thumbs up, subscribing to people. Again, like, I do the very things that I ask of others to do for me. I do them without a doubt, you know? I wouldn't expect it any other way. Meaning, I would do that even if y'all didn't do this. And I'm just saying that it makes it that much more reciprocal and incentivized, so that, you know, I can continue to do this and feel good about it, right? Because I've told y'all that the moment that this feels like it's too much is the moment that I don't want to do it, you know? I don't want no smoke. But that's the thing, is that, like, I'm slowly learning over the course of time how to properly, you know, present myself to you guys in character, and then not in character, and I'm trying to do something here, you know, in case you didn't notice. I'm definitely trying to do something here. I'm trying for y'all to get to know me every minute of, like, every day for a few minutes, like, just after we've already talked about something that, again, is a little bit more of a IRL unfortunate parody of, you know, the way that I sometimes view the world, and or I guess my character of the caricature of a character views the world, you know? I'm not sure. Anyways, I hope that you guys are awesome. Have a really good day. I've probably said that like 20 times. I'm sorry for repeating myself and being redundant. I will stress to you, however, that I really like making these videos. I'm not trying to, like, cough and sneeze and burp all at once on camera, so I'm gonna end this video. You guys have an awesome Wednesday. Continue to come back on over to the channel, I promise. You know, I've been saying it for like a year now, though, but at some point the channel will get better, and I look forward to that day. Till then, I'm having a really good time doing this, and this is something that I'll always do regardless of my current situation, and that's just how much, you know, I enjoy this kind of work. So I hope that you guys have a really good day. Take care of yourselves, all right? My name's Albert. This was Vlogs About Nothing. Bye.